Hey guys! Today I'm filming a reaction video to my old college portfolio. I have not seen these pieces or this portfolio in literally years. I graduated from high school in 2015 and I graduated from college in 2019, so this is pretty old now here in 2021. But I'm curious to see what my portfolio is like, what pieces I still like, and what pieces made me cringe. And hopefully you guys can find some value in this too if you're also preparing for college portfolios or if you just like to snoop on other people's portfolios. I know I do. Also, if any of you guys know my art now, I think that my college portfolio is really interesting because it's nothing like my art now. Let's start with this. So I'm looking at it on the computer screen, but I'm going to put it up here for you guys. So this is an oil painting called At Ease. And I did this high school pre-college figure painting course at MICA, and so this is one of the paintings from that, and I still think this is like my best figure painting. Like, I did figure painting in college too, but it was I don't think any of them were anywhere near as good as this. I just think this is it. This was my peak of figure painting, and then I got bored with it. I was like, all right. I probably talk about it a little bit in one of my videos, but you know, I was kind of always advised with portfolios to start with a wow piece and end with a wow piece. So it's definitely like technically proficient. I mean, it is just a figure painting, but the colors also make it pretty unique, I'd say. Next is this painting Tension, which is from the same program, the figure painting program. I don't like this one as much, but I put it in there because it's one of my better paintings from that time. The next one is Light and Energy. These are the titles, by the way. I've never been good at naming my work. This was a practice for doing underpaintings. So this is how we started all the other figure paintings as well. And honestly, like, this is still how I start my oil paintings most of the time now. Although the paintings I do now are quite different, but if I ever do like a realistic oil painting, I will start it like this. Yeah, I really like this painting. Like, the light in it is so good. I don't know if I have any other paintings where the light is this good. Like, his shoulder, ooh, so nice. Good work, young Heather. Good work. Okay, this one is called Meditation. This is my title. This is from the same program. This is in charcoal. I hate charcoal. Like, now I'm okay with it because I had to use it all throughout school, but oh my god, did I hate charcoal. Again, I just used this because it was like one of my more technically proficient drawings. It's not that interesting. I titled this Independence. Yeah, this was like my first figure painting ever. I like it. It's really not bad. I like her butt. Got a good butt. A little lopsided, but it's a good butt. I like got really into painting butts after this. And then this was the final project from that pre-college course. I called it Not So Little Red because I guess it was supposed to become... Oh, I have descriptions here. I didn't even realize. Let me read you the description. In this self-portrait, a modern take of the common fairy tale Little Red Riding Hood, I become aware of the wolf's threat and confidently step off the path on my own accord. With a confident stance and smug look back at the wolf, Little Red seems to be the intimidating one while the wolf slinks away. This is a huge painting. It's like 3 foot by 4 foot, and I don't really like it. Okay, this one is from high school. We did this in my junior year portfolio class. So the project was that we were supposed to work in the style of Chuck Close, and I got like really into it. Like, I still like pick out colors in a similar way to this. Yeah, this actually won a prize in like our like county-wide show or something. So that was fun, but I didn't really feel like I deserved it because I'm like, I'm just copying Chuck Close here. Like, this was an assignment, but... And then this one is really cringy. This was like one of my like AP Art summer projects that I had to work on, and I did it on like a grid, like, and I did hatch markings in a grid, and it's me like as a wee baby, like a preteen, and then late teens, or I guess 17. This is a piece, I called it Modern Autobiography, and this is a piece that I did. So at the MICA pre-college program, we had like an elective course that met once a week. And I did book structures, which I still am so glad that I took that class. I ended up taking a couple other book classes throughout college, and It's just something I'm really interested in. But yeah, I used these unconventional materials, which were VHS tape boxes and also like the actual tape, and I cut it open and then I cut out paper that was the same size as the like reel, and so you can kind of flip through them. And the 3 movies that I picked, Mulan, Pocahontas, and Cinderella, were like my favorite movies as a kid, and I think that they kind of represent like different things that I always wanted to be as a kid. So I kind of show in a couple different pictures me like going through, flipping through the book. So this piece is called Are You Following? And this, I believe, was also for my AP art class. I will read my description for this as well. Following the tragic murder of Mike Brown, protesters took to the streets and social media. This piece is a tribute to Mike Brown. His embroidered graduation portrait juxtaposes images of his autopsy results, flowers from his funeral, and those protesting in his honor. This piece also addresses the use of social media in modern-day protests. I collected almost 100 tweets and images that I transferred onto fabric using acetone. I don't know if I would have made a piece like this now, at 23 years old as a white woman. But I didn't really think about art that way then. Like, it's not my story to tell. It doesn't really feel appropriate for me to be the one making it. I don't need to exploit other people's suffering for my own art. Okay, so next, I really wish there was a video with this, but it's this interactive book that I made. There's pens lined up in the middle and 2 scrolls, so you can scroll forward and back. Well, you can scroll towards you from either side, and you like pick the pens up to different heights so it leaves different lines on the page. I was very proud of this, and I like made it with the most random stuff. Like there's like bottle caps in here and like the edge of my broken mirror, which I'm recovering from the 7 years of bad luck from that this year. Okay, this next one I titled The Observer. It's just me. I'm like looking through a mirror. I'm not a mirror, I'm looking through a window. Kind of looks like I'm in a spaceship or something, like a really dirty spaceship. I don't know. Looking through from another dimension. This is probably just one of my like emo paintings. And then my senior year of high school, I got really into like abstract work. And I had this one night in particular that I stayed up all night painting and made all these cool paintings. This one is called Reminisce. And they're like kind of from my mind. Like I didn't use any references. Some of them are just playing with the paint and some of it is like scenes in my mind that I've abstracted. This one's called Symphony, another abstract one. And like, these are decent. I don't hate them. I'm not an abstract painter by any means now. But yeah, this one called Harmony. It's supposed to be like little island worlds. It's just, to me, it looks a little messy. I don't know. And then this is Avalanche. I don't remember if this was for a project or not, but it's like watercolor in the background splattered or like dripped down, and then over top is like charcoal drawing. And then this is the last one. So this is titled Ascent. This is another abstract piece that I did then. I still think this one's pretty good. This is another one that I did that one night where I like stayed up painting a bunch. I think it's pretty interesting. It has a very like Renaissance heavenly feeling, but in like the style of a high schooler's abstract art. I'm into it. Yeah, so that's it. That was my portfolio. There were 17 items. So this is specifically the one that I submitted for MICA, but I also applied to SAIC, Tyler School of Art, which is where I went, Boston University. What else did I apply to? I applied to 8 schools and I got into all of them with this portfolio. I'll have in the like description which schools I applied to. I wouldn't use this to judge your own work against, especially since this is so old now. This was like 6 or 7 years ago now, I think. 6 years ago now. But some of these paintings were made like 7 years ago. If you want to see how much your art will change in art school, go check out my Instagram or my portfolio website because it's pretty drastic. Okay, I think that is about it. Thank you guys for watching. I hope you enjoyed, and I will see you in my next video. Bye bye!